Hello and welcome back to
the Stag Boys podcast with your hosts
Louis
and Sam.
and today we did that wrong.
This is gay, but let's keep going.
And today we're going to be talking about some experiences.
Yeah, we got a story. We got two stories, right? We got
a couple stories.
We got a couple stories, right?
One's
an absolute fucking banger.
Yeah, it's
and the other one's mundane.
But yeah. So first of all,
yeah.
what should we talk about? Should we talk about one on that massive hill in your area?
Yeah,
really
talk about that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're in this in Louis' town. I don't want to say his address.
Luton Part 2, yeah.
Luton Part 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like, there was a few of us, like a few of our college friends. So let's just call it
Let's call one John and one Bradley.
John and Bradley. Alright, John and Bradley. So we were bored as hell. I think we were in Asda. And we were like, let's just have a barbecue, have a fire. Try and make this night fun. Park up and vibe.
Yeah.
So we went to, where was it?
I forgot.
Where did we have the barbecue again?
We had the barbecue.
It was on the hill, wasn't it? Top of the hill.
Oh, fucking hell. See, I did the same thing, but with another mate, but it was on Helter Skelter, so... fuck, where was it? No, it was someplace round here, right?
Oh, shit, yeah.
It was in the graveyard.
It was in a yeah, with the view.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were just vibing, I think, just being teenagers.
So I'm a bit of a pyromaniac, so I'm always, at every chance I get, everyone knows, build a fire, let's have a fire, let's have a barbecue, let's have a good time. Right, a couple of drinks, whatever. And so we like, let's have a good time. So we went to Asda, we bought steak, sausages. Just gonna throw it out there, steak was fucking amazing. I cooked the steak, it was so fucking good. I was the only one who ate it though. I wonder why.
Loads of crisps.
Crisps.
Big tub of drink as well. Copper bug.
Yeah. Oh, that stuff's good.
Gorgeous.
Anyway, so yeah, we're all just chilling out, vibing, whatever. Is that the one with the screaming? The screaming we heard. Yeah. So in this graveyard, bearing in mind.
Basically, this is like because it's somewhere one of my family members works, so we have access to sort of go through. It's like a gate. But once you go through the gate, there's houses, and then there's like a really sharp hill up to like a massive viewpoint.
Yeah.
And we were just chilling, having a barbecue. I think it was like 1 in the morning. We're not supposed to be up there, but like not many people complain. So because it's so
nice
private.
Place. Yeah.
And we sort of hear this just like piercing scream of a girl, like really fucking loud. As soon as we cut the music off, and we were like, hang on
a minute.
Something's not right here.
Bradley's fucking... You know what Bradley's like?
Bradley was like, let's just go. You see in his face, me and you were like, right, we got to like, see what this shit
I wanted to know, because there's a woodland next to where we were. It's like a woodland, like not very deep, but it was like a few trees there.
Yeah, so let's just try and start the scene. So we had the graveyard in front of us. We weren't actually in the graveyard. There's hedges separating.
No, we weren't setting fire to a graveyard.
No, and on the left of the graveyard there's like a massive open field.
Yeah.
On a really high hill, which is a massive view of horses and the towns we live in.
And sort of on the other side is like a slight like woodland. And because I thought the scream had come from one of the houses, like some girl just getting absolutely just having a good time.
Yeah, but we sort of thought, is this an animal first of all, didn't we?
Because like foxes
scream, but we sort of came to the conclusion where we're like, this isn't
right.
This isn't a normal scream. This is a piercing like girl scream.
Bearing in mind, apart from I think you were driving. Or no, because I was
two
driving.
There's 3 drivers.
This is when I had my fucking mum's car.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He had his car. Bradley had his car.
Yeah.
And I think were we packing away at this point? We pissed on the barbecue.
We did piss on the barbecue.
On your steak.
That absolutely fucking stank, right? There's piss burning, right? Because it's got like ammonia or whatever it is. Or it's like a chemical in it. And fuck me, it absolutely stank. And we were like, what a great idea. Let's put it on my roof. The roof of my car, right? Mum's car. Poor mum. She had no idea there was a fucking burning pit. Anyway, so that was on top of the car. I did like a little J-turn thing. It flew off in someone's garden, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was epic. But yeah, back to the screaming girl.
Yeah. So like Bradley was like, fuck this, let's just go. Because I get where he was coming from. It was like no lights around. Woodland behind us and a view. And there's nothing else to help us apart from God in the church, if he exists.
Yeah. And the dead bodies around us.
So the curiosity, me and you have a very similar like curiosity.
It's always about adventure, always about finding out.
So we're like, I'd rather take the risk and see what it was.
Yeah.
So I think we sort of approached the scream, didn't we? And we heard, like, the scream was like, it wasn't in the woods, but it sounded like it was almost behind the woods.
Yeah.
But this area is new to us. We never actually really explored anything further than the field.
Yeah. Because there was that sort of like hut inside. Like, it's weird. It wasn't a forest. It wasn't a woodland. But it was like this small area of trees, and there was like a little path going between the two. And we thought it was just like foxes and shit. But like the scream was so guttural and so like like proper scream.
Like someone got stabbed in.
Yeah, exactly. And we were just like, oh fuck. So Bradley, being Bradley, was just sort of like, fuck this shit. We want to go. John was sort of like, you know, he's a bit of a coward. So he was just like, I'm going to stay by the fire, which has basically been drowned in piss.
He was with someone else though. How many people was there? Was there 5 or 6 of us?
There was 4 of us, wasn't there? 2 per...
Well, 2 stayed, but 3 came. So I think there was 5. Because Bradley stayed... No, was it... Who was it? Who stayed at the car when we went?
It was...
God, it's so fucking
There's a
long ago.
guy beginning with O, but he's now called Stephen.
Beginning with O.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So
Anyway.
2 people stayed at the... I can't remember for the life of me who it was, but it won't bother the listener.
Yeah, they're like...
So it was
fucking
me,
high up.
you, and Bradley went to go see what the scream was.
Yeah.
And then we sort of hit like a staircase, like a really random staircase, and it went into the woods. We were like, fuck it, like, what we got to lose? We didn't really hear screaming, but we heard noises still. So
Yeah.
we sort of had a general direction of where this was coming from.
Oh, so I fucking busted my knee.
Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
was the path that went down. It's like this stupid,
That was
like,
a curse.
stone
This
staircase.
day is actually cursed now I think about it. The amount of shit
Fucking
that
hell.
happened. And I got a flat tire on the way out.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Yeah, I
Endless.
busted my knee because I was like, me thinking, you know, I eat bare carrots, I'll see in the dark. I can't see in the dark. Trip over a tree root, smack it off like I don't know what it was, but
And
it was sharp
your
as
bone
shit.
was literally, you got to see your bone. It was so bad.
So at this point, I'm
You were
bleeding to death.
You were trying to act like, oh, this is fine. You were trying to like be like, oh, nah. Like that one guy, I don't care about cuts. Even though like one of them ones where you spread the fat and you can see like the bone, and it looked like bone, but it was actually just fat.
If you don't see it, it's out of sight, out of mind, you know. So you just keep going. Infection.
But I'm
who
sure
knows?
you know what I mean. We know like that bad sort of gash.
Yeah.
So we were like, Louis, you need stitches or Jesus, one of the two. Like you need something.
That's the thing. But we wanted to find out what it was. We were just like,
He was
let's
like,
just keep
well,
going.
do you want to like wait in A&E while I get this checked, or go to sports and then go to A&E? So we thought, all right, whatever. He seems to be all right.
He seems to. He's just bleeding.
We had a
vigorously.
t-shirt or something. We wrapped it with something. I can't remember. It wasn't like a band-aid, but it was something.
That was a fucking
a scarf on it
Was it
from the market we got.
Oh, Bollington.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
We used a scarf to wrap his knee up.
I like that scarf as well.
It
Fuck's
sort of
sake.
held it together. We
do
left
like
that
a
in the
scarf.
woods as well, didn't we? That's our DNA.
Our DNA, where this girl
Fuck.
possibly got destroyed anally, and
Anyway, we went up these staircases, and it was like part field, part woodland. But in the woodland, we saw like a distant light. It wasn't like a torch or like a phone light.
it was
It was like a house light sort of
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
like a warm bulb, and it wasn't moving. It wasn't doing anything. Anyway, so we approached this light slowly because we thought, well, what the fuck else do we do?
yeah.
And it's like this a massive sort of not I wouldn't say it wasn't a house.
It was just like a large shed. It was like a hut.
yeah, but it was obviously abandoned from first sight, but it wasn't a house. It was like
It was like
I
a
want to say
crack
like a
den.
hostel or something. Was that the right word?
Yeah.
It was very square like. It wasn't like
a cuboid.
a normal house, but it wasn't at the same time just a shed. Like you don't want to say a hut because it was more than a hut.
Yeah.
And this is where we were like, fuck. Like we've approached. A, we've heard a scream.
Yeah.
That was definitely coming from a human. B, we don't know where we are. And C, the next thing is, do we go in?
This is like some Jason fucking Lake Placid like shit like we're experiencing. I'm bleeding. Fucking Bradley's shaking because he's a fucking little bitch.
He wanted to go back so bad.
Oh god.
He wanted to, but he wanted to go back so bad, but he knew he couldn't stomach the walk on his own.
Yeah, he couldn't. You know,
It was a
so
fucking
far
5-minute
in.
walk. I think we went further than we think. Through the woods, up through the stairs.
Also, it was pitch black, and I don't think we could have found our way back.
No, we needed
We
each
weren't
other
fucking
for
together.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very weird.
So we held hands and started skipping through the forest.
Yeah, but I think it was me. I can't lie, I think it was me. I was like, fuck it, let's just go in.
Yeah.
You had your like pocket knife your granddad gave you. Remember that little Swiss Army one?
Oh, I had it on the keyring, didn't I?
Yeah, and you thought you could like do a madness with it. And I was like,
So watch this, guys. Literally, the door's open, just pushes it anyway. And I'm at the fucking lot, just going, trying to like, give me your hairpin. Yeah. Fucking James Bond.
It was
door was
like,
fucking pushed.
It was literally like something from The Conjuring. It was like you pushed the door open, it was like. And I think the more this story goes on, the more at the time I was thinking, like questioning if we even heard the scream. Like, you know when something happens and you like hours later or minutes later you think, did that actually happen?
Well, here's the thing. The thing was, when we were there, I was thinking like, what if it's like a trap? What if it's like a fucking recording just to bait people out? Because like it was a private area. Maybe someone was fucking pissed off that we were setting fire to their gravestones.
Sorry, that did not happen.
That did not. Okay, all right. We're making a barbecue near a dead people cremation. No, and so I thought it might be like a joke. Someone was playing on us at this like crack den. But yeah, I mean, I was skeptical. Let's put it that way. Yeah, so we went in, and it was just fucking littered with just shit. Like,
it was just like this. Have you ever been to
hell.
an abandoned place? Not like sort of. It wasn't like, oh, a house that's been lightly trashed. It's like it's been here for many years and many people know about it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like graffiti head to toe, really eerie shit and writing where people try and scare you, like, don't come through this door.
Yeah.
But I just remember like that
pentagrams and that shit.
Yeah, I just remember the first initial, like, when the door opened, just like the thud of it, like inside us, where we were just like, fuck, like this is real. So I remember the second, like, because I remember the door was on the left, and it was just a straight corridor as soon as you open the door.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like normal houses. Like, you open it. This is what made it different from a house and like something else. Like, it was like a straight corridor to the end of the room. It just went to some. I think it went to some stairs.
Yeah, but we didn't go upstairs because the fucking stairs were fucking
No, we didn't get
knackered.
to that point.
I'm not fucking with those stairs. Those stairs were retarded. Like,
No.
you'd get tetanus, you would
If
get
you-
splinters.
It's
I'm already bleeding.
You put 1 foot on that step, you're going through.
Oh god, yeah. You're going through to the fucking basement. But
Yeah.
like, do we talk about that or not?
No.
No.
That's for another day.
Yeah.
Because we've been to this abandoned house more than once. After this, we went there again in the daylight. But anyway, let's finish this story off anyway.
Real quick, in the UK, you don't really get basements, do you? Do you have a basement?
No, I wish I did.
Yeah, we kind of.
There's quite a few houses with basements, but it's nowhere near as common. We more have attics and lofts, don't we?
Yeah. I've seen like a wine cellar, but it's like a cupboard. It's not. There's no stairs going down to it. That's a very American thing. No way this fucking BMW is driving in front of us right now. Fucking hell.
What a legend.
What an absolute lamb. Just blues and twos goes on. It's like, oh god.
But yeah, so we approached the corridor, and I think at this point, even I was like sissing out. Like, normally I have some sort of balls and like, fucking hell, let's just do this. Let's explore. We only live once.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Phil Mitchell. Anyway,
What?
my heart dropped because I remember just hearing like, it wasn't really a sound. You know them ones like when you get in there, you don't really hear any distinctive like, oh, hello, blah blah blah, blah, like talking. You don't hear anything.
Just muffled.
Because like the first thing we thought is, oh, there's people in here like us just exploring.
Yeah, Bradley's shaking.
But it wasn't really like any like knocking or like distinctive human noises. But I remember just hearing like a rustling, like, you know, leaves like brushed across the floor.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck this. Do you remember that? Like, when we all looked at each other and we were like, no.
Yeah, even I was like, maybe my gammy legs acting up a little bit too much. I wasn't dripping blood, but it was just like AIDS.
There was no sign of anyone in there, even though we heard a scream. We didn't know for a fact if it was coming from there or not.
No.
So we were just like, you know what? Let's just come back.
Like, the amount of
Plus, we didn't know.
asbestos probably
Plus,
in
there was
there.
obviously other two friends were by the cars.
Yeah, they probably just... Maybe it was like a decoy, so like we went off and then the guys at the cars would get fucking killed.
Yeah, but we were just like, this ain't right. Like, we're creaking in a like, looks like a mini asylum, hearing some weird ass like brushing and shit.
Yeah. In reality, it was probably just a broken window that was letting the wind in, that was moving around all the cracks.
But we did find where the light source was coming from. It was just like this old night light, solar panelled night light.
Yeah.
But it looked so much more scarier.
I know, because we watch so many films and play so many
it
games.
looked like Cabin in the Woods type thing.
Yeah, we think it's going to be the worst thing, but in reality, it's just abandoned
It's just like
house
a small solar
with a
panel
fucking
light.
solar panel. It's like, fucking, really? I was hoping for like Jason to come smashing through a wall, and grab Bradley and pull him under the fucking
Yeah,
ground.
that's what that was going through my head. I was like, as much as I know these films aren't real, fuck this. There's a hut in the woods.
Yeah, but everything's
We
based
heard
on
a
something,
scream.
isn't it?
Mm.
Like, you don't just make it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to just make a story because it's
Yeah.
always based on reality. Twilight Zone, yeah.
But yeah, so we were like, yeah, your knee was bad. I don't even remember how bad. Do you have a scar from it? You must have a scar from it. Show me. Is it left?
Let's have a look.
Oh, it was your right knee, wasn't it? No, it was your right knee.
No, it was my left. No, it was my left because like, you got the fucking...
It's very distant.
Whoa, that's not it. That's a fucking mark. Oh, it might have faded. I don't know.
I can't even see it.
I didn't get stitches.
It's
though.
very distant.
I just got it wrapped up.
And a bit of glue.
I don't know. I can't remember. I think I was out for most. Well, not out, but I was
How long ago was it? Two years?
This was
3
media.
years?
So this was 2 years ago.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we were like, fuck this, let's go back.
Right, let's go back.
That's something for the daytime first.
Yeah.
We were too brave for our own good. But I remember just getting back to the car and then just hearing it again, the scream.
I reckon it was a fox.
It was someone
must have been
fucking
a
with
fox.
us, I think. It wasn't a fox, because I have fox around my area and I always hear screams. And this was a girl scream.
Fucking hell. It's something about a girl scream and a man scream that's just so fucking haunting. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Man scream's worse, I feel like, because you don't hear men screaming.
Well, like, yeah, I hope not.
I always hear women screaming.
Yeah, I was going to say. Sorry.
But I remember just getting back in our car and trying to, like, tell them. There was nothing really to tell them, but it's just more of a feeling we couldn't really tell them. But we were just like,
It's just a feeling of unease.
It's just like, let's go. They were like, what
Yeah.
the fuck happened? They thought we got killed or something. They were like dripping out your
I
leg.
come back, I'm like,
They're like, what the
bloody
fuck has happened? Your sock was covered in blood.
Oh, fucking hell.
And I think people were just like, let's go. And I remember turning that one bend when we were about to leave, and we just hear, and I'm literally, it wasn't one nail, yeah, it wasn't one nail on my tire, it was two.
Oh.
The odds of that was fucked. And
Placed there on purpose, maybe. By
luckily
the,
you had a spare tire, and you're so lucky that you bought the fucking,
or the jack.
yeah,
Always
otherwise,
got a fucking jack. My mum loves that shit. She's always got a fucking jack in the car. Always got the fucking right bullshit stuff. She's never had a flat tire in her life, but I have. And
it's needed.
yeah, it's good to have. But it's kids.
But anyway, yeah, so we sort of, I changed my tyre. Bradley took you to the hospital.
Yeah.
How did that actually go? So what actually happened when you got in the car? Did you tell Bradley the story?
Well, it was because I was driving, right, and it was my left leg, and I was driving my mum's automatic. I was like, I'll be all right. So we went to...
Oh, you drove?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Went to fucking Stoke Mandeville, which is... That's not a docks, trust me. That's like the only A&E around for like 1,000 fucking miles. Because our one doesn't have it, and there's no... Anyway. Got there, I was like, oh, you might need to give me a hand getting out of the car, but bearing, like, whether or not it's like the blood is like dried on it, because like sometimes if the blood's dry, it's like cracky and grim. He was like this close to just burying, like windows down, music playing loud. I'm like, can you have a little look at it? And he's like, yeah. Ugh.
Really? Fucking hell.
hell.
He's a wussy, isn't he?
Basically, I walked into A&E and I was like, hi there, you all right? And they sort of looked at my leg and right, they were like, right, so what seems to be the problem? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I've got a slight headache. My leg's just like bleeding down my leg into my socket. My white socket is just red. And I was like, yeah, no, I've got my leg hurts a bit. Can you have a look? And I'm like, right, yeah, let's have a look then. Bradley went to get a coffee. Didn't get me a fucking coffee. Didn't get me one. Fucking what? All fucking. Fucking hell. My vocabulary is dog shit. fuck. Yeah, so I was speaking to the nurse and I was like, so how long can I sort of, when can I go? And she's like, well, just need to wrap it up and you should be alright.
You wrapped it up.
Yeah.
And you'll be alright.
Just make sure you stay wrapped and you'll be alright in life.
We need to go back there again. I don't know if it even exists though.
We'll go back there and it was just never there.
Oh my god.
Well, imagine that. Maybe it was something in like the meat that wasn't like cooked properly that makes like go like fucking retarded in the brain. Yeah, salmonella from sausages. I don't know if that works. Anyway, but yeah. What if we go there and it's just a woodland? The path is there, but there's just an empty like rectangle of just nothing. There's no house there at all. Like it never existed in the first place.
Fuck that.
That'd be fucking terrifying. Oh my god. trap house. Like, okay. Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. I remember just like we went to McDonald's afterwards. We got drinks, and I was just trying to explain it to them, the eeriness of it, and they were having none of it. They literally because I was saying we should go back again. They were like, nah, we're not going back again.
Not even in the daytime. Fuck that shit. That's when it's most active in the daytime.
I'd love to just see what was upstairs, or just like I just want to know where that scream was coming from.
What if there was actually like someone in there chained up in the loft or like in the basement?
Oh my god, don't even say that.
And we literally walked past them and they heard us going.
And they were hiding behind the door or something.
Yeah, and they were waiting for us to get to the end of that corridor.
Just
that we
slit
never
our
went
fucking
down.
throats.
Yeah, and they were like, right, if they come through this door, we have to kill them. And we were just like talking shit, like looking at Bradley going pussy. And, and we were like talking about my leg and shit, and just talking about whatever, trying to take our minds off how like actually like scared we were of like what was in there, or anxious of what was in there. And like, what if they were at the end of that corridor in that room waiting for us? Like, the girl was like chained up, the guy had a fucking knife, and they were just like waiting. Like, he had his hand over her mouth, right, to make sure she couldn't scream again, so like we wouldn't know. And then we were like, fuck this shit, and we left. What if she's just never found? Like, what if we were the last people to like get anywhere near it? Or maybe it was a fox, and we could sleep well at night knowing it was a fox. Oh, wouldn't she be older than us, Madeline McCann?
Not older than us. Not older than us. I think like 17, 18. But honestly, man, it was a crazy story to think about. Like, until you mentioned it yesterday,
yeah,
I would have forgotten about that.
Yeah, but
we've got so many stories. We'll make this a story time segment, a new series.
All right,
We'll call this Story Time with the Stag Boys.
Okay.
But let us know if you've have had like any experiences with your friends or any weird shit that's happened.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear your stories too. But we have many stories to talk about.
Yeah, some of them unbelievable almost. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Yeah, got the one from the farmer's market. That was fucking retarded. It sounds like a book, right? It sounds like a fucking film. The farmer's market.
And the time we went to the circus.
Yeah, that was one of them. Yeah.
And we left the circus afterwards, not actually in the circus.
No,
do you remember
we
that?
Clowns. Oh yeah, and we all like 20 of us piled into this one little Mini Cooper. And then we all got out. No, I didn't have it. Fuck me, it's hot in here now. Jesus. Yeah. Oh God.
20 of us piled into. I thought you were going to do something else. Crazy.
Oh. We got to change our name and talk about that. Fucking hell.
But we make this a new series for Thursday.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Because this isn't technically a podcast, is it? Or should I post this tomorrow and the podcast on Thursday?
I can post this tomorrow.
Yeah. Right. Well, guys, let us know. This is our first story time, so it's a bit messy. We're getting used to talking again.
Yeah. Clearly not by my fucking retarded friend.
We're getting used to talking. I'm quite new to this. Rambling off the tongue.
Yeah.
But we've got lots of stories, and if you guys want to hear it,
then let us know.
Show us some support.
And also, if you've got a fucking banger story that you can write in a comment, we'll read it out.
Yeah, if you've got a cool story, we will address them and sort of talk about it.
Talk about the credibility of your. I'm joking. Talk about your story and see just compare with our experiences in it.
Yeah,
because we've had so many. Look at that tiny pathetic. I hope the window's not open.
No, it's not.
What's the point in having a dog like that?
Thanks. Literally, both my dogs look like that.
I didn't mean it. Anyway, so this has been the Stag Boys podcast. What's the time?
24 minutes.
24 minutes.
So if you really enjoy these story times, we'd try and do one story time, one podcast a week. Why not?
Yeah, we could. The thing with story times is, unlike podcasts, you can record them in advance. Because they're stories from our memory, so it wouldn't matter when we recorded it.
True, it's not like welcome back to the podcast.
Yeah, welcome back to the podcast. It's January 15th, 2026.
We can talk about stories because it's not related to any other videos you've made.
Exactly.
But yeah, link in the description for Discord, TikTok, check that out. Be sure to leave us a comment. We're addressing comments all the time when we can. like and subscribe.
Yeah,
And
hit that bell icon and make sure you're notified every time we upload.
On a positive note, this month things are opening again,
Yep.
so you might
Yep.
expect a podcast at the beach.
Fucking, that'd be great, wouldn't it? I'll be back to vaping, so it'll be hotbox
Season,
area.
yeah.
In the car.
The Stag is open.
Holy shit! The fucking namesake of this podcast will reopen soon.
Yeah.
We might even do one at the Stag.
Oh my god, that's got to be for a 20 sub special.
Yeah, definitely 20 subs.
Don't forget to hit that like button. And
Yeah, you know what? Just share it with your mate. Just be like, hey, I found this, but don't say it's a good podcast. Say I found this gay as shit podcast. It's so bad. Give it a listen, and then they'll go into it thinking the worst, right? And then they'll come out of it going, oh, it's actually all right. Actually, let me subscribe to that.
build them up, break them down.
Exactly. Build them up, break them down, Katie. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been the Stag Boys podcast. Thank you very much for listening, and peace.